Live breaking news. Suns superstar Devin Booker has agreed to a 2-year, $145 million max contract extension.
Ooh,
Did
damn.
that already happen?
That's a lot. Hold on, let's do some math.
Did that not already happen?
That's 72.5 million a year.
Did that not already happen?
No, it just
ESPN
happened.
notification literally just came to my phone.
I swear to God that already happened.
I swear to God, you're an idiot.
It just happened 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, in all seriousness.
Fuck you, Jack.
No, shut the
fuck you, Jack.
Owen, shut the fuck up. Welcome everyone into the Smoker Fire Show. I am your host, Jack Alexander. Alongside me as always is Owen, Kalshaw Klein, and down below me as always is Alex Bean Walters. We're doing a tier list of the expectations of each NBA team post free agency.
Free agency.
Free agency. Free agency. Free agency. See. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers here at the top. It's ring or bust. This is a team that post free agency, if they don't win a ring, you can kind of imagine bust. Okay?
Bust.
Dangerous is teams that are dangerous. What do you know? First round exits. What do you know? First round exits. Play in lost. This year, I'm saying play in lost because Owen got super confused last year. He didn't know what a play in meant. And then limbo, he still didn't know what a play in meant for limbo. And then instead of capture the flag last year, it is we're going straight for Darren Peterson. All we are thinking about this NBA season is, can we get the best odds to the first overall pick, or really just top 3? Because the top 3 guys, I don't know. It's kind of
top 3 guys they're all it's good. It's good if you get one of those 3.
To start, we have the Milwaukee Bucks. What tier will the Milwaukee Bucks be in? What's our expectations for this team?
They're either play and loss or first round exit.
This is definitely first round exit. I mean, they're good enough. They're good enough to maybe miss the play-in, and if they do make the play-in, they'll still make the play. They're going to be a playoff team.
The East is bad enough, and Giannis is good enough to carry a team to a playoff series that they'll inevitably lose.
Because they got Miles Turner, and I think Miles Turner and Giannis are perfect. They replaced Brook Lopez with Miles Turner. Beautiful. But you lost Dame and have had no way to recuperate it to the point now where either Miles Turner or Kylie Kuzma are going to be your second.
Hey, respect that the Thneed wearer. The Thneed wearer. I know you guys get what that means.
What was he doing with that fit? I know exactly what you're talking about. What was the logic on that fit?
See, the thing is, since you don't understand fashion, you wouldn't get it, Owen.
Yeah,
you just don't get it, man.
Jack, I wouldn't know. Jack, I want you to walk into work dressed like that. If you're so confident.
My work is a little different.
That doesn't matter.
Regardless, I'm not pulling up. I mean, granted, I got this shit on right here, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to actually be pulling up with that. If I was an NBA player, I would. I don't care. I'm a trendsetter if I'm an NBA player. Regardless, first round exit. Brooklyn Nets. Where are they at? Are they limbo? Are they Darren Peterson?
Dude, they'll probably be Darren Peterson. But off of last year, when they just somehow miraculously kept winning games, they haven't signed Cam Thomas yet, though. Am I wrong on that?
I would assume that they would still do that, so maybe we go limbo here?
They might be limbo, dude.
Are they going to be a bottom 4 team in the league?
No.
Probably not.
No, to be honest, they're stuck in limbo because they're too good to where they're not bottom 3. They're too good. They're going to win some games, but they're not good enough to make play-in.
The thing is they're in the East, so I think limbo is a good spot for them. Because of that. I think Trailblazers are kind of similar in that sense, in that limbo area. If the Trailblazers were in the Eastern Conference, they would probably be a play-in loss. But since they're in the West and they're in such a difficult conference, I'm saying limbo.
Here's the hard part.
Portland might make the playoffs.
The Blazers accidentally almost got the 10 seed last year.
I'm not. Are you saying play and loss? That's not ridiculous. It's just there's so many teams.
I feel like if we're doing like an order, like if we had to rank them 1 through 32, they could be at the Blazers could be at the back end of play and loss. Like they'd be the last play and loss.
Well, we're thinking East. We're thinking Western Conference specifically. I'm saying like 11 or 12 seed, which is right where limbo is.
Play and loss.
Should we put it back? We can put it back.
Yeah, we'll come to that. I need to see.
Okay, yeah, because we can't move. We can't move anything. So if we're not sure, we're not going to put it in yet. Deal?
Got it.
Sure.
I'm cool with that.
All right, New York Knicks, dangerous. They're dangerous.
Yeah,
they're dangerous.
They're not ring or bust. I'm not like expecting them like, okay, they better win a championship this year, but they could.
Because they've got the whole coach situation, and they don't even, new coach, whoever it ends up being.
They're certainly not going to be a first round exit. They'll win at least one playoff.
No, they'll be fine.
Depending on who they go up against, I guess.
Yeah.
Toronto Raptors. This is like the epitome of limbo.
Yeah,
is it not?
It feels like a Darren Peterson situation.
No, they're not. They're too good if they stay healthy. They'll probably be a play. They're going to be a play and loss team.
So are they going to are you saying they're going to accidentally win like 30 games and get a 10 seed?
You've got Quickly, Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, Jakob. Like there are too many good players on the team. They just don't work well together.
Since they're in the Eastern Conference, we could probably say play and loss.
Yeah, because you got a lot of teams in the East going to be falling next year or this coming season.
Yeah, the East is kind of a desolate wasteland, unfortunately.
The East sucks. The East sucks right now.
The Jazz suck.
Darren Peterson. That's not even a question.
The Jazz suck ass.
Unfortunately,
I mean, you could argue like Ace Bailey's pretty good.
Unfortunately, Ace Bailey and Walter Clayton can't save the Jazz at this current moment in time.
I mean, rookie year Wembanyama got them to like a 14 or 15 seed. So
Kyle Filipowski is going to save the Utah Jazz. Just show it. And Bryce Sensabaugh.
He'll be a solid like 84 overall player at his peak.
Bean, I see the vision.
I'll even admit it. As somebody who was a Duke fan, I was not big on Kyle Filipowski going pro, but I'm glad he's turned that around. Oh, ring or bust for the Rockets.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, when you go all in on, well, I don't want to say all in because they didn't really give up much for Kevin Durant.
No, but you got a 37-year-old KD.
Yeah, they made a win now. That's a win now move. Like,
absolutely,
we want to win like next season.
Yeah, I agree. New Orleans Pelicans.
Darren Peterson.
I'm gonna say limbo. I think they're good enough. They're not.
No.
They're not. Owen, they're not any worse than the Nets. They're not any. And barring like everyone getting injured.
They can't be Darren Peterson. They don't have their pick. So either way, they're going to try to
limbo.
Win.
They're very
much in limbo.
Yeah, they are in limbo.
Yeah, they can't.
They traded their pick for Derek Queen.
And the picks they did make aren't like horrendous by any standards. But
dude, I don't know, man. Zero fears.
That's my point.
Yeah. We'll see what Derek Queen looks like. I think it's limbo no matter. Yeah, especially in the Western Conference, guys.
Unless they stay healthy. If they somehow stay healthy.
We can move on then.
That's the only if.
They do have Jordan Poole now. I mean, they made a little bit of strides here.
They do have Jordan Poole.
They're confident in their team. They're so confident in Derek Queen that they're giving up a potential number 1 overall pick next season.
Get Jordan Poole, a beautiful Cajun woman, and put her courtside and see what happens.
Him and Zion both, dude. Are you kidding me?
Promise Zion a crawfish boil if they.
No, you got to promise after last year. You got to promise Zion a lot more than just food now.
Los Angeles Lakers,
dangerous.
They're dangerous, man.
Yes. They have Luka and LeBron.
You got Luka and LeBron. You're dangerous. You're not.
But they were also.
They did lose in the first round.
Round exits last year.
Are they better than what they were last year? Well, no Dorian Finney-Smith, but you get LaRavia and you get DeAndre Ayton. People are gonna score 130 points on them every night.
Yeah, but they might actually be able to score 135.
Timberwolves are going to be better. The Nuggets, dude, they might be a first round exit again. They're going to be a first round exit again.
I mean, Bean is a Lakers fan, so he'd have a better pulse.
No.
What currently constructed roster, are they any better than the Milwaukee Bucks? Probably not. I'll say first round exit.
Well, no, they're better than the Milwaukee Bucks, but they're in the West. If the Lakers were in the East, it'd be a little different. They'd at least be dangerous.
Sure. I'm okay with first round exit here. I mean, I'm assuming that there's going to be different moves that will happen before the trade deadline this coming season. But
Rob
as it
Pelinka
stands right now,
sitting on his
they're
ass.
first round exit. Yeah. Chicago Bulls.
Limbo.
Play and loss.
They are the literal epitome of play and loss.
Dude, they're
happens every
playing
time.
lost, but like they're always a 10th seed. So to me, it's yes, they're a playing loss, but they're in limbo.
That's still
They
limbo.
can't, they
Here's
can't
the
do
thing.
anything right.
Here's the thing: they can't play the Hawks in the play-in anymore because the Hawks actually
Hawks
made upgrades. Hawks actually made upgrades, so there's no more 9-10 Bulls Hawks playing game.
It'll be them against the Raptors, and then that sounds like a wonderful game to watch.
But they got worse though, didn't they? They got worse.
Colin Murray Broyles guarding Patrick Williams.
As of right now, they still don't even have Josh Giddey.
Well, I guess we can assume that Josh Giddey.
I don't know, dude. Josh Giddey wants the Jalen Suggs contract, and the Bulls don't want to give it to him.
But hey, can we all agree that Colin Murray Broyles guarding Patrick Williams in a playing game is what we need to see?
I forget that Murray Boyles went to the Raptors.
Yeah. Yeah, the biggest reach of first round.
Yeah, Masai Ujiri, what he did was like, because he knew that he was going to get fired, so he just got another like scoring power forward, and they have like 6 of them already.
I'm gonna say this. Well, I don't want to say it because we can't change it, but there's another team I think should go because you can really only have 2 Eastern Conference play-in loss teams, and there's another team I think should take over for them.
We can make adjustments after we play.
I think the Bulls are limbo.
The Bulls, we haven't decided yet on the Bulls, but the Raptors need to stay. I'm fine with them being limbo just because they suck. And they got worse.
Unless
they're not any better than last year.
Unless Modest Buzelis comes out and is insane this year, which I would love to see. I love Modest Buzelis.
It's also very likely that they don't have Kobe White anymore. It's very likely that they don't have Nikola Vucevic by the trade deadline. So I hope not. It's highly possible. Minnesota Timberwolves are dangerous.
Dangerous.
They're very dangerous. Yeah.
Our franchise guy is only 24. We're going to be in the dangerous category until he retires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say here. They're just the same spot that they have been the last 3 years.
Yeah, I think they're missing just one piece, and they just got to get the point guard situation figured out.
Sorry.
All I'm saying, dude, I think Naz Reid specifically plays his best ball when he's at the 4 position. And when you have Rudy Gobert at the 5, he makes up for the defensive liability that Naz Reid is. So the polar bear is Julius Randle. And if you can get some sort of trade, and I know this is pretty unrealistic, but if you can get some sort of trade where you can swap Julius Randle for someone like a De'Aaron Fox or somewhere in that sense of, okay, maybe a team doesn't really need their star point guard anymore, but they really need some more size like the Spurs do.
Here's the thing. The Spurs would ask for the keys to Minneapolis City Hall in that trade if they're going to give up De'Aaron Fox for that.
Dude, they gave up – who did they gave up Trey Jones and who else did they give up? And fucking Zach Collins for De'Aaron Fox. They're not really missing out on much here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't buy low just to sell low.
No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is trading Julius Randle for him isn't like and maybe like Rob Dillingham isn't really out of the question. Maybe a first. I don't know. Regardless, trade for a star point guard. You can.
What if the Timberwolves they don't even have to trade because you really just need a playmaker. And there's one guy. What if they hypothetically sign Chris Paul?
I just don't think Chris Paul wants that.
The Denver Nuggets.
Dude, they're dangerous. They're dangerous now that they
have. They're ring or bust. They already won 1 ring. You have Nikola Jokic at I don't want to say the tail end of his prime, but his peak is probably behind us with last year. You're not getting any better than what he did last year.
With the recent reports that came out that he's not interested as of right now to sign that extension, unless he's waiting.
Don't look into that too much, dude.
I'm not.
Money.
That's a new
there'll be more money next year. The only thing I think of is if he actually does want out, that it is ring or bust for them this year.
Or maybe he just stopped giving a shit, and that's why he's not signing a contract extension because he doesn't want to show up to work anymore.
He's like, I gotta sign a fucking extension. No, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do this. We'll do this next season.
Okay, I play out rest of contract and leave.
I stand on ring or bust. I mean, they already won already.
Yeah.
If you don't win a championship, the year's a bust.
They've got like the third best odds to win the West.
It's been 3 years since their ring, though. Like, would you consider it ring or bust at that point? 'Cause of that-
Absolutely. Why not?
Well,
I mean, you got a guy that already, like the Milwaukee Bucks, if they were in the same situation that the Nuggets are at right now, where you feel like they are, if they're dangerous enough to be in the dangerous category, you have Giannis, it's ring or bust. Now for the Knicks or the Timberwolves, like Anthony Edwards is 23 years old. Like, it's not ring or bust. You got time. Giannis, you need to fucking win. You need to win like this every season. This, like every single season that you have Giannis, you need to get a ring out of that season because he's one of the greatest players that we've ever seen. Same with Nikola Jokic. I mean, look at the moves that they've made already this season. Like, you traded for Cam Johnson. You're bringing Bruce Brown back. You traded for Jonas Valanciunas. So it's like,
well, we don't know if Val's going to even play.
Actually, I'm pretty sure he's gonna play for throughout his contract, which is like one season. So we'll probably get one season out of Valanciunas. Regardless, all of those moves that they made, even if they don't get Valanciunas, those are all win now moves. They're not going out and getting these young pieces to try to build and try to grow.
Well, yeah, no, I think that they are definitely, they've made like contender moves this year. I guess because I'm still trying to think if I put them over the Rockets or the Thunder.
I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't, but I still think they're in the same tier in the sense of they're good enough to win a championship. If they don't win a championship, the season's a failure. That's how I'm trying to look at it, because it's like, these are our expectations of this specific team. My expectation for the Nuggets right here, right now, this year, last year, next year, you need to win a ring.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Oklahoma City Thunder,
picking up what you're putting down. I will say this. The ring, like the repeat, because I know a lot of people are saying it looks like they could easily repeat. Let's not forget the Pacers took them to 7 games. And they won.
And their best player got injured in Game 7, who was on track to score like 50 points.
Tyrese Halliburton was cooking,
dude,
those first 5 minutes. So I don't know. I think the Thunder obviously deserve their championship. I'm not going to take that away from them. But for people to say that they look like they could easily repeat, I don't know. It looks a little.
I mean, we could have said the same thing about the Celtics. And look what happened.
The Celtics probably would have had they not, broken down the last month.
I don't know, dude. They like their whole, for the Boston Celtics specifically, their whole identity was shooting threes, and then they like all of a sudden got cold.
That is true.
I mean, granted, yes, Tatum did get injured, but at the same time, it's like you still might have lost that series. They were down 2-1 when Tatum got injured, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. Yeah,
something like that. It was either a close series or they were down, and it's like, even if he was healthy, even if Tatum was healthy, they could potentially still lose to the Knicks. Honestly, I think the Thunder are, they're ring or bust, but I think they're in a better position to repeat than the Celtics were last season for the 2025 season. Memphis Grizzlies.
First round exit, most likely, or
I'm saying play-in loss again. They got worse than last season, and they lost in the play-in last. Or they barely made it.
They made it to the first round and got whooped by the Thunder.
And I don't think they would deserve to be there in general. Anyway, I'm saying play-in loss. There's teams on this list here. There's 8 teams better than the Grizzlies.
You know what? Yeah, play-in loss, because there's one team. The next,
like the Dallas Mavericks. I'm gonna say first round exit here,
dude. Because the thing is, they don't have Kyrie. If it was Kyrie, they'd at least be dangerous.
They'll get Kyrie by the end of the season, but I just don't think he's going to be 100%. And I think Anthony Davis is going to fall in the first round in Game 3, and we're going to have the whole shebang all over again. This is the same shit that happens all the time.
Like, dude, this team though, at fully healthy, might be ring or bust.
Fully healthy, if we turn injuries off, Pelicans and the Mavericks are like a top 6. They're all top 6 teams at least.
Well, I don't know about the Pelicans anymore, but
dude, we forget how great Zion Williamson is.
Zion is, but the rest of that team, like you have Herb and like you have Trey Murphy.
Murphy's probably Trey Murphy. You got Herb. I mean, you got the defensive identity, like mimicking what the Oklahoma City Thunder have. I mean, you look at DeJounte Murray too. Him fully healthy.
He's not there. Oh yeah, he is healthy. He is there. He's just been
exactly. So if injuries were turned off, we forget what DeJounte Murray was prior to injury. He was a defensive menace. I think the expectation for the San Antonio Spurs is a play-in loss. If I'm the Spurs owner and this team loses in the play-in, I think this season is a win.
Vic is a Buddhist monk. Give me at least first round exit.
Enough said. Phoenix Suns are in limbo.
They'll at least be a play-in loss. I think they'll lose in the play-in.
No, I don't agree
Jeff,
with
you don't
that.
think
They didn't even make the play-in with Kevin Durant.
I get.
And
And now look at them.
But now they have a center core.
They do have
They
a
have
center core.
centers. They have
One player out of one of those centers never plays, and when he does play, he's pretty good. And the other guy's a rookie. You look at the Western Conference; it's going to be hard to convince me that they're any better than a 13 seed at best.
Are they better than the Kings?
No.
No. Yeah, they still have Sabonis, Zach LaVine, DeMar. They're better than they're not bad. Yeah, looking at the West teams up there, dude, they might not even be better than the Blazers.
No. Maybe not.
Because the Blazers at least have depth.
And if they're not better than the Blazers, they're 14. The only team worse than them is the Jazz.
Yo, D-Book, prove us wrong. Prove us wrong, D-Book.
D-Book isn't the issue.
No, I know,
It's
but
everything else.
He's the only one that can prove us wrong. He'd have to put the team
Jalen
on
Green,
his back.
dude. Jalen Green, you got the green.
I know Jalen
light.
Green. I know Jalen Green ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Watch him average like 27 and 5.
He's just not in the best. He's not in a great situation. You need Jalen Green. I don't want to say Luka because Luka also doesn't play defense, but you just need someone who can play make for you and that can also play defense. You just need an all-time great against like right next to Jalen Green, and then he'll do.
Dude,
okay.
go bring Chris Paul back. Have Chris Paul set them up.
It's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous at all.
Chris Paul. Dude, I need Chris Paul to be on an actual like good team for this last year.
Speaking of Chris Paul and where he's going to go, I think he's going to end up on the Clippers. Where's the LA Clippers at? What's our expectations for them?
Dude, they're dangerous, man. I think they're still dangerous.
I think they are dangerous. Yeah.
They pushed last year.
Nuggets to 7.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah,
Who pushed the Thunder to 7.
If you like, I don't know how anything would have been different, but they've at least been able to stay healthy. James Harden's still really good. Kawhi's been really good. Zubac has been amazing. They got John Collins, so they're increasing their size, which they lacked last year outside of Zubac. I think they had Kawhi running a lot of the 4. Now he doesn't have to anymore because I think after him it was who was their 4 when was it Derrick Jones Jr. was their 4?
Yeah.
When Kawhi wasn't playing the 4. At least now you have an athletic, like traditional. I think John Collins is probably the closest thing to a traditional power forward in today's NBA. I think they can.
And they got another center too.
They're nothing less than first round exit. I will say that they're nothing less than first round exit.
Oh yeah. I like dangerous just because of who's on the roster. If they're healthy, they're going to be dangerous.
And they're better than 3 of the 4 teams that we have. Like they're legitimately better than 3 of the 4 teams we have in first round exit right now. So
who's that other team that you could argue?
Yeah. Dallas. You can make an argument for Dallas. Injuries off.
If Kyrie comes back in and is
okay. So if we have the Clippers at dangerous, what's stopping us from putting the Mavericks at dangerous? They're kind of in the same boat here.
I guess
true. Because I mean, if we're gonna get AD for injury prone, then you got to look at Kawhi.
If we're doing the injuries off thing, then yeah, he's got a point with the Mavericks.
I mean, if we bring the Clippers down to first round exit, that's the 4 that are losing in the first round.
Yeah, so I don't really see it. I don't like one of the options that we have left.
I don't mind them being in first round exit, but no lower than that. Absolutely not. What are we doing? Dangerous or first round exit?
Bro, I don't know because they were a first round exit last year, but they took the Nuggets to 7.
I don't think they're a full tier better than the Mavericks. I think they're better, but I don't think they're a full tier better.
Yeah, let's leave that the way it is, and then we can't put anybody else.
Well, we know who's making it the dangerous.
No, the Warriors are going to be a play-in loss, and we're going to leave it at that. Unfortunately, they haven't done a single thing in free agency. 29 other teams, Owen. So 29 other teams have made at least a single move in free agency as of July 9th.
There's literally a graphic. It's like and then the captain's like, "Come on, Mike Dunleavy, wake up!" And it's just every
No,
move
it's
that
like
every
it's
team's
the guy
made.
with the stick. He's like, "Come on, Mike Dunleavy, do something."
Yeah, and then it's like
Do
every
something.
team, every move, and then in the bottom left corner is just the Warriors with like a blank dash.
Bean, one of the first conversations we had when I got you on this podcast, one of the
Yeah.
first things you said the words Mike Dunleavy, and I had to stop you right there because that was like a trigger word to me.
He's so much like Pelinka in the sense of you will be like the fans will beg him and beg him and beg him to do something. And he will sit like this offseason for the Lakers has been just as anticlimactic as it has been for the Warriors. The Lakers signed DeAndre
At least
Ayton.
they did something, dude. I would kill to have Ayton on my roster right now.
Dude, I don't know.
We have Quinton Post. We don't even have Kevon Looney anymore. We have Quinton Post and
Kevon Looney's
Trace
a Pelican.
Jackson Davis. Our starting center right now is Draymond Green still. A 6'7" donkey is still running our center position in the big 2025.
At least he shows up to games.
Jack,
DeAndre Ayton had snow in his driveway and said, "I can't make it, guys. I'm sorry."
That's literally what I. Hey, he'll be in San Francisco. He'll be fine. Oh, the roads are too steep in San Francisco. I can't make it.
The people of Portland hated him so much they didn't dig him out of the driveway. That's crazy.
He needed to go down to LA.
I will say, apparently they did go to his house to try to get him, and they said no, too much snow.
Okay. Okay. Well, at least there's some sort of validity there. Detroit Pistons.
First round, no.
They lost.
Hold on, we have
They may or may not have lost Malik Beasley. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we already.
Regardless, they got his replacement.
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a shooter.
And then they got.
We already have 4 teams in the first round exit, so we have to label them as dangerous.
And then they got.
That's not true. They're in a completely different conference.
You know what? The Pistons are dangerous. The Pistons are making it past the first round this year.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I was gonna say they have to be dangerous.
No Pacers.
Dangerous in the sense of the East.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sacramento Kings.
Play-in loss.
We already have 2 in the play-in loss. We can't do more.
Dude, they're
I guess limbo. They're limbo then. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's how we. Yeah, that's
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're gonna be in limbo with this logic.
Right.
Which isn't wrong. I mean, if you look at them,
it's not ridiculous. It's also not ridiculous to take. It's also not ridiculous to do this.
You could argue them and the Warriors. I was gonna say
we could move the
because
Grizzlies down.
Jimmy Butler sucks, and like that's the only thing I could argue is that.
Relax. Whoa.
Nope, Jimmy Butler sucks.
Dude,
hate him.
When we got him, we were like 13-3 to end the season.
Yeah, and then the playoffs happened.
I hate Jimmy
Steph
Butler.
went down, and he put up how many?
When Steph went down.
When
Steph is on the court. When
Steph
is on the court, we are a dangerous team.
Buddy.
Give us Herb Jones and give us DeAndre Ayton, and we're a dangerous team. I'm serious. It only takes like 2 or 3 quality players to be added to this roster.
I agree. I just also think that people are going to look too much into Jimmy Butler at this point. I don't think that Jimmy Butler exists anymore.
Agreed. Playoff Jimmy is fake. I will not be allowed.
Owen, shut up, dude. You need therapy. Owen, you need therapy from Jimmy Butler. I'll keep saying this. I'll say it again. You need therapy.
Jack, when
there's no logic. I mean, I can see. I see where Bean's and you are also coming from in the sense of Jimmy Butler. But when it comes from you, I know it's just pure hatred. Am I wrong?
Well, hold on. I watched Warriors Twitter glazed playoff Jimmy and like, where's playoff Jimmy? I'm like, he's not real.
Well, no, playoff Jimmy was definitely real.
Yeah,
I just think
he was in Miami.
He just doesn't have that in him anymore. Now I hope to be wrong. I love Jimmy Butler.
I don't think you're. I don't think you're right on that.
Bean, I hope you're right because I hate Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I know. We know.
Carry on.
We know. Cleveland Cavaliers. Is this not
dangerous
or bust?
But man, 9 field goal attempts and then 11 field goal attempts.
Yeah.
Let me change this to championship or bust.
Yeah, mid-episode tier change.
Because it's like, I think the Cavs are not like being in the championship or bust. I think there's no reason, if you're a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, if you don't make the finals this coming season, it's a loss.
You got to change. You got to change something. And I mean, they made
agreed
some very, very solid changes this year. They lost Ty Jerome because they didn't want to pay him. But they brought in Lonzo Ball, who, if Lonzo Ball can stay healthy, is still not the 3-point shooter that Ty Jerome is, but
he's the defender and the playmaker that the Cavs. Yeah,
exactly. They brought back Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah, which doesn't really move anything for me.
Sam Morril, and then they picked up Tyrese Proctor. They picked up a lot of guards.
It's a championship or bust. Like, you need to get to the championship, and if you don't, it's a loss of a season.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue with
Boston Celtics, I think, will be a first-round exit. They're good enough to at least make the playoffs. They're like the Bucks.
They moved Tingus Pingus, and they went from Chip to.
They also, I don't know, they don't have any bigs.
They don't even. Oh yeah, Luke
Cornett's.
Hey,
don't sleep on Quetta. Don't sleep on Quetta.
Oh shit, Luke Cornett's a spur.
Luke Cornett's gone. Al Horford's most likely gone. Kristaps Porzingis is gone. Jason Tatum won't be playing. It's going to be Drew Holiday's not even there, so it's Anthony Simons, Jaylen Brown, and Derek
who
White.
They're looking to trade for probably a center.
Derek White and the power of friendship.
But they're still better than the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah. They are.
Yeah.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Dude, that sucks, man. The East sucks so much that the broken down Celtics are better than a fully healthy Raptors team.
That's insane.
Dude, I don't know. Now that I think about it, that Celtics team, man.
The
Raptors might actually make the playoffs because of the Celtics.
That'd be horrifying.
Unless, obviously, we're talking about their roster as currently constructed, no new moves. Jakob Poeltl and Chris Boucher might get them past the Celtics.
It's not ridiculous. We can keep them at first round exit and move it down if need be here. Philadelphia 76ers. They're dangerous. So hard. They're dangerous.
I think they have to be.
If VJ's one game says something about this season, they're dangerous.
Yeah, and
I would say they're dangerous.
Their guard rotation is phenomenal, if that's the case.
And I'm saying, if I'm a Philadelphia 76ers fan, the expectation is to be dangerous.
Well, hold on, but here's the thing. We punished both the Clippers and the Mavericks for injuries.
Sure.
The Sixers
and the Celtics.
Are the Sixers. The Sixers can't be
I forget
dangerous.
they have Paul George.
And Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Neither of them can stay healthy. Hornets are not. No, man. They're going to be play-in loss this year. They're better than the Bulls. They're going to be better than the Pacers. Arguably.
Oh, my God.
I don't agree with that.
What happened to the Eastern Conference and the association?
Dude, let's be honest.
Bro got Mason Plumlee and thinks he's better than the Bulls.
Hey, we got Mason Plumlee. We got Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Rookie.
Colin Sexton.
Ass.
Liam McNeely.
Rookie.
John Knipple.
Rookie.
We got Trey Mann back.
I'll give you Trey Mann.
Trey Mann's coming off the bench, dog. No, probably not. I don't know where he's coming off of.
They might actually make the play-in.
They're in limbo. They could. I think they could make the play-in. Theoretically,
they're no better than the Nets.
Yeah, we'll
actually,
go limbo.
they might be better than the Nets, but
limbo.
not by a large margin.
Yeah, go limbo.
I think the Pacers will at least make play-in. Yeah, go ahead and put them in the Derek.
No. Hold on. They traded for CJ McCollum here. They have Chris Middleton healthy again. They have these. And remember last year when these key pieces of the Detroit Pistons, we're going to go, okay, this is the thing here, guys. This is the thing here, guys. When you add a veteran presence to a very young roster, what happens? We saw it last year with the Detroit Pistons. The Washington Wizards are going to be better than the Charlotte Hornets and the Brooklyn Nets. Both of them.
So are they a play-in loss
better
team?
than both of them. They'll be play-in loss or limbo.
Could you imagine the 9-10 game and the play-in just being Raptors Wizards? Oh my God!
You can't tell me that the Charlotte Hornets are any better than the Washington Wizards right now. You can't.
The Hornets have LaMelo. Washington has Marcus Smart and a bunch of grit.
You still have Bilal Coulibaly. You have
Doesn't
AJ
move
Johnson is also a great young piece as well.
Doesn't move me.
We're comparing this team to fucking Concanipple and the Hornets, dude.
Yeah.
LaMelo. Hold on. We got LaMelo.
No.
Brandon
LaMelo Ball
Miller,
doesn't win
Trey
NBA
Mann.
basketball games. LaMelo Ball is a great player on a black court, like right.
Okay, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I don't.
But he's not a winner. He's not a winner.
He only won when he had Scary Terry, Gordon Hayward when Gordon Hayward had his last good year, Mason Plumlee, and that team also, the team that made the play-in and then ended up losing, was one of the healthiest teams that year.
Regardless, it's veteran presence in the locker room, maturing these young kids.
That's the one thing that
the Hornets don't have that.
The Hornets don't have, and they need to get. I've been wanting them to get a veteran player in there, and they tried. They got the wrong veterans. Terry Rozier is not the veteran you want.
No, dude, he doesn't know how to dribble a basketball.
I have a lot of faith in this team that they won't be that bad.
Orlando Magic, they're dangerous.
They're dangerous. They got KCP.
Not
KCP. They got Desmond Bain. They got rid of KCP.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about the Orlando Magic? Yeah, they brought in the much needed scoring that they needed.
You gave up 4 picks, but it's okay because you're buying into Paolo. You're buying into Paolo just signed that big ass extension.
Didn't they bring in a point guard? They signed a point guard.
They signed Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones, right? Okay. So yeah, now you got a backup point guard again. So it's bare minimum dangerous. Miami Heat.
Play and loss because
Pat
Riley refuses to die.
Yeah, there's not really much to say. I mean, you traded for Norman Powell. You might be a first round exit.
Hold on. If we're talking this, dude, the Wizards might be better than the Heat.
So okay, slow down.
Ooh,
slow down.
No,
slow down.
I disagree.
The Heat have one.
Unless they get one player who's most improved and he's a star
but what
now.
about? I guess the Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is there, and he was really good in Miami.
Then you bring in Powell as well, so you get another scoring punch
there.
there.
Powell. I guess they're still running Tyler.
We're saying
Hero
this season, not what they're going to look like in the next 5 years because of their contract situations and whatnot, or pick situations.
They might also go get Dame, and he won't be playing, but they might go get Dame. I don't know why they haven't even tried to do that yet.
You have Davion Mitchell or Tyler Hero starting at the 1, Tyler Hero at the 2. You have Wiggins and Powell to choose from for the 3 position. You have Khalil Ware at the 4. You have Bam Adebayo at the 5. That's a top 15 starting lineup in the league.
I guess it is in the East, yeah, or at least in the East,
especially in the East.
God, Atlanta Hawks sucks. So the Pacers aren't even making the playoffs.
The Hawks are dangerous.
Hawks are bare minimum dangerous. They're better. They're going to be at bare minimum 3 seed. Bare minimum.
Yeah.
So we have the Pacers. So the Pacers don't have a center now, and they lost their starting. So we're talking Pascal Siakam, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith. That sounds like a first round exit.
First round exit play and loss ?
Well, we got the two people in the play.
I don't know, man. We're looking at those play and loss teams, and you're telling me that not one of those play and loss teams is better than what the Pacers are going to be this year.
You could put the Heat over them.
You
could put the Heat over the Pacers.
I think you could even put the Raptors over the Pacers.
Ooh. I just think the Raptors suck ass. I'm willing to put the Heat above the Pacers.
I'm not against it at this point because, dude, the Pacers, and I hate it because the Pacers just made the finals, but they lost 2 key pieces.
You
lost the key pieces. But
also, the Celtics did too, though. The Celtics did. They lost 3. They lost 3 key pieces.
I was trying to say, dude, I said the Celtics might be a play-in loss team.
Dude, are we gonna put the Raptors above the Celtics? No.
That's
There's no
blasphemy.
reason that you're telling me that the Celtics are going to be a tier below the 76ers, who are also in shambles. We can forget the 76ers were a 13 seed last season.
Yeah, but that's due to here's the thing. That
Due to
is
injury.
that was strictly due to injuries, but at least their players are healthy. The Celtics just lost. Tatum's not coming back. He tore his ACL. Historically, he's not coming back this year.
Historically, Embiid is going to play 30 games. Paul George will play 50 games.
I'm not saying the Sixers should be. Didn't we originally have them in dangerous?
Can we put the Wizards in first round exit, please?
No. We'll have abandoned all of our morals if we do that.
I'm willing to abandon my morals and put the Wizards at like
No, we might.
in
So
the
now
Eastern Conference.
Now the Wizards are jumping above from limbo straight to first round exit.
Actually,
Raptors
you were
just have to
saying
stay there?
straight to Darren Peterson before I said anything. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah,
I
'cause
know
I'm
you're about to
I
say
don't
that.
know how healthy everybody on there is going to be.
No, I can't put the Wizards up that high. Out of all the teams in the Eastern Conference, who will be the biggest jump from last year? Excluding the Sixers and their injury stuff.
That's so hard, dude. It to me, like looking at the rosters on paper, it would have to be the Raptors.
Are we
The
taking
Raptors were purposely
we're taking the
tanking.
Celtics down? Are we taking the Celtics down then?
Dude, I don't know, man. Jaylen Brown, Derek White,
Owen, you got to say
Anthony
something, dude.
Simons, Neemias
Sorry,
Queta,
I'm looking at the one team we have in our Darren Peterson
Peyton
category.
Pritchard. They might be okay. I don't know. The Celtics are the most confusing team for me because I don't know what they will look like.
Here's the thing: they can take first round exit, but we can't say they're not going to be like a 6 seed and like barely escape the play-in. Like that doesn't feel that crazy to say. But I don't know if they're going to be
agree.
7. I feel like
if they are a 7 seed, they'll still make the playoff. So we got Cavs, Hawks, Knicks, Pistons, Magic. That's 5. Then we need one team out of probably the Bucks out of those options. And then so that's 6. 7, 8. Wait.
We
1,
have 4
2,
teams
3,
in
4,
dangerous.
5.
One of those teams can't be dangerous.
Or we need to bring one team down.
We have 5 teams
and then
making
bring the
it out of
Pacers.
first round.
Yeah, so we need to bring Bucks, Celtics, Sixers, or Heat down, and then probably the Pacers down to limbo. They're limbo. I don't hate that.
But we still have, like I said, we have 5 teams making it out of the first round in the East.
Not necessarily. Those are just dangerous teams that could go on a run. They could still be first round exit.
That's
I'm
true.
saying like the expectation of the Sixers are a first round exit. The expectation of the Pistons is a hopeful run, even though they could still lose in the first round. It's just play and loss is very specific.
Then
to
I would just
two
take
teams. So we need to bring Heat, Sixers, Celtics, or Bucks down one, and then we're good.
Out of all of them,
Miami.
I'm saying Celtics.
Dude, Celtics. It might be the Celtics. But then would you
Anything
take that?
else would be a hot take, which is fine, but
Celtics can go down. I hate to say it, but the Celtics might just have to go down.
Okay, we'll leave them there.
Yeah. And lastly, and certainly not least, the Portland Trailblazers.
Who are limbo, sadly.
I feel like we need to bring someone down from limbo to Darren Peterson. We have one team in a full tankathon right now. You're telling me none of these teams or down here will be tanking?
It has to be the Nets.
Well, I want to say the Pelicans, but they just don't have their first round pick, so it's like impossible for us to put them down there.
Yeah, it has to be the Nets.
Dude, what if the Suns do it?
The other team's outlook is better. Or Chicago, or the Bulls, if you want to.
Suns are win now. I don't think they're trying to tank.
No, they're just in a really bad situation. The Bulls
It's
will
gotta
never
be-
do it.
for
The
me,
Bulls
it's
will
the
never do it.
Hornets.
Ownership for the Bulls will never allow them to tank.
For me, it's the Hornets.
Go ahead and put the damn Hornets there. No matter what I say, because I look at these other teams and I can't argue it. Like I could argue the most is the Wizards, but I know you're not taking that.
This is a democracy, guys. If you both say Wizards, I have to put the Wizards down. I don't
know
have like
Owen-
full reins here.
Owen's gonna say Hornets.
No, I was going to say Nets. I said Nets.
We can bring them both down.
Dude, the Nets also, yeah.
I just think the Nets are too good to be.
Nets are going to be a lottery
Cam
team.
Johnson.
Like the Nets might be good, but they're still going to be a lottery team. Like they might be the last pick of the lottery, but they're still going to be a lottery team.
No, they're definitely going to be. They're definitely not the last pick. If they're the last pick, they'd be in a play-in loss. But regardless, this is it right here. Any other changes, boys?
I got nothing.
So we have the Rockets, Nuggets, Thunder, Cavs are all championship or bust. You need to make it to the championship, and if you don't, the season is a failure. The Knicks, Timberwolves, Hawks, Pistons, Magic, if they don't make the championship, it's not a failure.
It's okay.
That's not ridiculous.
No.
I just think the Wizards will be better than we think.
They'll either be really good or they'll be really ass.
If they end up being the number 1 overall pick, I'm not gonna say I'll take it. Like if you tell me the Hornets win 30 games and the Wizards win 17,
I
you know what?
hope.
It's not. It wouldn't be like out of the question. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of video, go ahead, leave a like and comment, and also subscribe for more because we're gonna have other people on like Hoop Venue, people like that this summer. So if you're in for that, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.